Hi Leo, and welcome to your Love Tarot forecast for May 1st through May 15th, 2019. I do apologize that I'm getting these out a little bit late. I was finalizing revisions and corrections to all my decks and just got those sent off. They should be back in about a week. So if all is well, those of you who are interested, I will be finally putting them on for sale. So Leo, let's see what's going on for all of you guys in regards to love and romance these first 2 weeks of May. Okay, so we have emotional baggage. We have reaching out. And we have, twin flame kundalini. Okay. So I just got to make these a little bit straighter. There we go. Okay, so Leo, what I see going on here, and I will give scenarios for all types of situations, but first and foremost, those of you who are disconnected from somebody, or if we're not disconnected, maybe we just kind of go back and forth. The relationship is very mysterious. There's no real commitment, no real foundation and stability. We don't really know. What I see going on here is somebody that some of you guys are dealing with has a lot of emotional baggage, okay? They could have a broken heart or just really various things in their past really traumatizing them and affecting them. And it creates instability or lack of commitment within the connection that you guys share. However, when we come together and we're truly intimate and vulnerable with each other, there's a connection and a bond that is inexpressible. It's right here in this card. And so I feel these 2 weeks, this person's reaching out to you because the connection is there, but the emotional baggage, it still exists within them, and they must work through that in order to come together in this type of energy, like permanently, all the time, not just when we're being intimate with each other in a physical way. It's almost as though in this connection, one person can only feel love and intimacy through the act of sex itself, but not with just anybody, any particular person. You and this person, there's something very special when you come together. They don't feel that closeness, that intimacy with anybody else. And so this could be somebody you've been dealing with, Leo, or Leo, this could be how you feel about somebody. Either way, one of you is really wanting to reach out to the other. It's really hard to stay away from the connection, the connection and the bond. However, the lack of commitment or availability really creates a lot of friction, and just the energies are not aligned. It's like when we come together in this place, that's where our mutual ground is. And with that, one person could really just feel like, hey, you're using me for sex, when in all actuality, this other person never feels alive or feels true love unless they are in that act with like you, or you are in that act with them. Okay, so very strong message of that coming through. Those of you in committed relationships, what I see is we've had a fight, a disagreement, something's happened here, but the person who caused it, I feel, wants to reach out and make things better, like really wants to patch up, repair the distance, mend any hurt feelings. Doesn't even have to be that you guys are broken up. We're still together, but it's like something's happened and we've kind of felt on the outs with each other. Maybe is this relationship at its end, just questioning things. But these first 2 weeks of May, I see where we are mending those bridges, and we're coming back together and feeling very intimately connected, feeling able to be vulnerable and expressive with each other. Okay, those of you who are single, you could definitely meet somebody new in these next 2 weeks, but I caution you, if they have a lot of they've recently gotten out of a relationship, or you just get the sense they're not really over their past. They're not. Even though you guys will connect very intimately in a sexual fashion, and it will feel very special for both. This person, there's too much emotional damage in them at this point in time to be able to fully connect and commit to somebody. So just keep that in perspective. For those of you who meet somebody new over these next 2 weeks, they could potentially be harboring a lot of emotional baggage, and you don't want to be anybody's rebound, okay? And if you, Leo, have just gotten out of a relationship, even though you may find yourself connecting with somebody else, this is not a good time to jump into another commitment. You need time to heal and mend the emotional baggage, the loss, even if you wanted out of that relationship, okay? So some of you could experience where somebody's reaching out to you who's been in a relationship, that relationship has ended, and now they're reaching out to you because they're trying to get back in with you. There's time, everybody needs time to heal, even if they wanted out of that relationship. So just keep that in perspective, okay? So let's pull some more cards. And you know, also, this just kind of came through last minute. Some of you, this may be where somebody kind of really screwed things up in the past. And now, you know, I say it's because of Saturn and Pluto retrograde, but that's just my opinion. Now they're coming to this conclusion of how much they really did screw up, and how the person that they let go of or kind of screwed over, like they've never had another connection like that since. And so it's kind of haunting them. So some Leos out there, you could definitely hear from somebody who is feeling that way about you. Or since this is general, Leo, you could be feeling that way where you're really missing somebody that you kind of screwed things up with, and it's like, I've never had another connection like that since, and I really want that back. I want to reach out. Can we mend this? So that can go either way. All right, so let's see, Leo. Okay, so we have change habits, and we have love songs. Okay, yeah, somebody who screwed up is now really feeling the loss of that person, or really feeling the consequence of their actions. And here, change habits. Something has to change. Something has to give. And with the love songs, it's like synchronicities and signs and constant reminders of this connection. So if we're still together and we've been in the struggle, somebody in this relationship really has to change habits, change their ways, and they're waking up to that, okay? They realize that they want to make it better. They're, at least these first 2 weeks of May, that's how they're feeling. Like, I want to work this out. I want to make this right with you because you're really who matters to me. Those of you where this is a connection that has been disconnected and separated, one or both really had to kind of have a come to Jesus, and there's some changes that needed to take place within themselves, just perceptions, ways they went about doing things. And, you know, with the love songs, it's like they're haunted. They can't escape this connection. So Leo, somebody is really haunted by you and what they did to you. And it's deeper than that, though. It's like more than I'm sorry. It's, I can't believe I effed this up with you, is what I'm feeling here. So Leo, some people out there, that is exactly how they're feeling about you, and love songs are haunting them. Or this is general, Leo, this could be you, and you're feeling very haunted by this connection right here. Like, oh my God, why did I let that person go? Or why did I ever screw that up? You know, just that type of energy. Those of you meeting somebody brand new, again, I feel like they're on the rebound, Leo. So just be really cautious of that. And if you're on the rebound, this is Spirit saying you are in no place to be starting a new relationship with anybody. Because with this coming out, I kind of feel maybe what you've walked away from, what's ended, it might not be finite, or you need to get healed and in a really good place so you can actually come in union with this particular person that you haven't met yet. Okay, so let's see what else is going to come out. Okay, so we have token of affection or romantic offer. We have giving, sharing, receiving. Yeah, this somebody who's really getting on board. I think the person who screwed up or has just not been with it, like they're really like, oh my God, what am I doing? I want to make this work. Or if we're separated again, like I want back in your world. I am haunted by you. There's no other connection I have ever had than the one that we shared or the one that we share now. And I'm going to fight for it and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to right my wrongs. And look at this, divine timing, cycle shifts timing. It's big wake-up call, and it has a lot to do, you know, with shifting energies and things. It's just like it's the time is now, and that's why, you know, it's some of you guys, this is just coming out of nowhere, or the person who's showing back up, you're like, what? And they're like, listen, I just always, I can't get over you, and are you available? Can we try? Can we something? You know, some of you might be a bit shocked. Oh wow, yeah, because look at what's next. We have the twin flames. Okay, aligned, divine union, true love, an awakening to you know, your soul's true companion, law of attraction. This is all about energy and alignment. Okay. And lastly, we have the divine feminine of flames. So, Leo, this could be your energy, could represent another fire sign, an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a fellow Leo. Twin flames would be the lovers, could be a Gemini, and then bringer of emotions would be the Knight of Cups, which could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, Leo, yes, what I see going on here is somebody has just screwed things up or just has not been right, hasn't been with it. And now, by forces of the universe, there's an awakening happening within them. And they want to align themselves back to you. Or Leo, this is happening to you and you're wanting to align yourself back to somebody. Now, again, we could still be in a relationship, but the relationship has been in the struggle. There's been distance and disconnection within the relationship itself. And now, these first 2 weeks of May, it's like our energies are coming into an alignment, and the one that really just wasn't in is now all the way in and wants to make it work. Truly, 100%. Like, you are my only one. Leo, if anything, this is about, like, you're my only one, my one and only. I can't forget you, or I don't want to let you go. I have had this big awakening. I know who and what you are. I know what you mean to me. I'm haunted by you when we're apart, or I can't even imagine being without you. I will change. I will do what it takes. Just don't give up on me. Very powerful stuff, Leo. Let's pull some more cards to clarify these, even though they're perfect all on their own. All right, so we have passionate intimacy. This goes back to this twin flame kundalini, because this is soul, okay? So that, to me, in the creation of this deck, is that twin flame energy, that twin flame connection, and you guys have that card coming out right there as well. So that's why when we come together in a sexual fashion, that we feel vulnerable, we feel that connection, because it's that twin flame energy. But unless, you know, emotional baggage is healed and handled, this cannot exist outside of like a sexual connection, which really confuses things. All right, next out is mutual damage. Yeah, the one who screwed up or has been distant or just not figuring it out, like, it hurts them just as much. And I think these first 2 weeks of May, it's really hitting them hard. And look at this, admiration under divine timing. Yeah, this is that awakening where that person is like, oh my God, I'm seeing you for who and what you are, and I don't want to let you go, or I want to be back in your life because you're my twin flame. Wow. And look at angel guide right under that twin flame. Like, you guys will always be led back to each other no matter what. Oh, and look at this. Imagine that. Twin flame journey. Okay, that is just all over in your reading, Leo. My goodness. And mutual spiritual awakening. Wow. Okay, so Leo, I will say, out of all the Karmic and Twin Flame Oracle, you did not get one lessons card. To me, you guys are completing that hard stuff, that disconnection, having your head up your butt, them having their head up their butt, making the same mistake, just lower levels of consciousness and experiencing each other. Like, that is all shifting for you guys. It's like we're both awakening, and I feel one person was always kind of awakened and like trying for this relationship, this connection, but the other person is like in and out, kind of flaky. Again, the one that's flaky, the one that holds back, is because they've been struggling with something emotionally. They've got to heal that. They've got to change the habit of turning away from the shadow, or turning to self-sabotaging types of behaviors to prevent real and true intimacy taking place, other than when we come into a sexual union. And I see that like that's just becoming the awareness, and there's an angel, you know, a spirit guide overseeing this beautiful connection, because the twin flame, it's so much more than just this magical fantasy love story. To me, it's more of a spiritual based experience and journey for which you're working on this life journey. And the way in which this twin flame is experienced is all about where you guys are at a soul evolution type of level. So, you know, there's some twin flames out there that experience just the human form of romance, and that's what's for this life journey. And there's other twin flames out there that come into the crystalline twin flame union, where it's these fully awakened consciousnesses and a synergy, like this perfect infusion of energy coming together to do spiritual work, to change the collective consciousness of man. It's bigger than just, oh, that's my one, okay? And Leo, I see that coming through quite strongly in your reading here. And I will say in Taurus and in I believe it, yeah, Taurus and Gemini, very similar, of that deep twin flame, bigger than just, you know, our personal life journeys, like spiritual awakening. You guys are either have spiritual work to do this lifetime for humanity, or the union between the two of you is the catalyst that fully awakens you to your spirituality, to your divinity. And it might just be that you guys work on personal life journey with the two of each other, and you don't affect the collective consciousness of man, okay? Not everybody signed up for that. It's just there's different levels of twin flame connection, and the journey in which you experience that twin flame has a lot to do with your personal life path, which you've chosen, as well as your soul evolution and karmic energies before coming into this life. So Leo, very powerful connection going on here. Somebody really having this wake-up call and recognition to their true self, who you are, what you bring. And I see lots of healing and reconnection for Leo in regards to love and romance over these first 2 weeks of May. So Leo, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.